I'm watching these dogs doing their thing out here. I'm having the hardest time in the world writing this book proposal. Every time I try to go through it, I keep going back to older parts saying, no, I can do this better. I can do this better. And I keep finding myself in a situation of writer's block. Let me give you a clear view of, look at that. You got a Lifestyle greenhouse. That's the last one to the grove, or to the outer grove. And then you've got the inner grove down here. Every tree and bush down there is a different type of fruit tree or fruit bush. And once they grow, which I thankfully have a way to protect them now, thank God, I can protect them from the deer, and they're going to provide a nice little privacy barrier. I like being creative. At least I used to. I really don't enjoy anything anymore. I haven't for months. I've got this dang book proposal that I've got to finish that, I don't know if it's fear of success. Part of it keeps rolling back to, okay, it's not good enough because I'm not good enough. And that's been the story of my life in so many ways. And every time I try to speak on it, I hear family in my head saying one thing or another, like, oh, stop playing the victim, blah, 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 blah. And as somebody who loves psychology as much as I do, I know what gaslighting looks like. I know what manipulation looks like. In fact, I used to be quite adept at it back in my younger days. The entire family, and here's the thing, is I keep getting drawn into the past. When I try to talk about it or in any way, shape, or form, I keep getting drawn in. I get to re-experience emotions. I get to relive memories. And they're not all pleasant. They're not all bad. But that's the thing, is there's a thing called poor behavior. And no matter how many nice little mini things you do, when you don't support somebody, in fact, when you do quite the opposite, raising them, it has an effect. It has an impact. And that's what I'm battling right now. In fact, that's what I've been battling my entire life. Is I've got all these memories of being disregarded. And this is during adulthood. That's the thing that the family will keep going back to is, oh, well, you were so spoiled when you were a kid. Yeah, when I was a kid. Before my father had a heart attack, went to Washington, and I actually started becoming a teenager. This is pre-teen, a lot of people are holding against me. Or even teenage years. And they still. It's not that they're looking to evaluate. They're looking to prove. Aha, see, you did it again. When did I do it the last time? Remember that one time? Oh, you mean that thing you're taking way out of context. All right, good. And I'm running into that battle right now. I just keep getting drawn in, and I get to relive the past and get to hear all their voices in my head. All the things that I know that they would say, because I've heard it before. It's not like I haven't tried to bring up my grievances. And it's not like I only tried once. It's just, they're tuned down and disregarded. And that's left me with a level of underconfidence. I completely have tortured my body just to feel the pain. I've been there. Even now, I don't want to eat. And I know part of it is a subconscious form of self-harm. But I also don't have any value to myself. My stories might have value to you. They no longer have value to me. I no longer get to take joy in anything. I'm just going through the ropes of life. And don't get me wrong, like I've said in the past video, if the first 30 years are a preview of coming attractions, I'm going to live as hard as I absolutely can. And if I get something, or if I die, I'm okay with that. I'm tired of struggle. I've been struggling my entire life. And I know people want to write it off and blow it off, but keep in mind, I'm an ambitious, functional autistic. I'm functionally autistic, dude. I'm a functional autist. By the way, I'm taking that term, autist. I'm owning it. But because it's a noun, it's not a descriptor. Meaning we are a people. We are not we don't have a thing solely. We're different. We think different, we always have, and we've littered history with amazing accomplishments. So deal with that. It's just one of those where, and this is little Lily Bell right here. She's a little bit sick. Throw up a couple times. I have no clue what he's chasing after. Out here is where I go to digress in a way, connect with nature a little bit, and all that hokey stuff that people do to make themselves feel better. Dog, you're gonna get yourself tangled. He's not the smartest. He's gonna get himself tangled around that tree with that leash around that bar tree over there too. And he won't get himself untangled. It's lovely. So I'm going to go back inside and keep working on this proposal and working on the marketing and reaching out to all my contacts. I'm really pushing this book. I'm reaching out to news networks because my story, especially for an autist, is extraordinarily uncommon, to say the least. And I don't want another person like me, another autist like me out there. I want to be the example not to follow. So you guys take care.